we can get this whole thing to work right here. Let's see if that doesn't work. Welcome back. I hope that we can get you back on this feed. Sorry I messed up the other one. I'm on Wi-Fi now, so hopefully it'll be better.
Is it better?
I mean, to me it looks better, but I'm not the one on the other side of the camera. Let's see. Yeah. Oh, Debbie was the first one in. Good job, Debbie. Welcome. Thanks for coming back. Nice. Cherie and then Sylvia came right back in. You know that she jumps in quickly. Awesome. Welcome in, everybody. Nice to have you guys here. Thank you for spending some time with us. We're going to talk to Holly today. Here we go. Oh, welcome back. Good job. Is it better? Good. It's perfect, they say. All right, good. Hey, what's up, Nicole? Good. Yep, just an interview today, Nicole. No banana cream pie, so don't get your hopes up.
I love banana cream pie.
I know. Everybody does. Welcome back. Hey, Donna. Good. Violet, welcome in. I'm sure you're looking good, too, If this was a two-way video, I'd have that information. Sorry. Navy Mom. All right, good. Welcome back. Good. I missed you guys, too. I didn't even get to talk to you very much the last few days, because even when I live stream, I've been teaching the class, so I haven't been able to really talk to you guys. I hope you're okay. All right. Sweet. We're hanging out with Holly today. What's up, Ed? Good. We've got Ed Struth in here. Sweet. Welcome, everybody. Come on in. Come on. The water's nice and warm. We want you to come hang out with us. And from Oklahoma. Cool. What's up, Brian? Great to see you, Brian. Good. We're going to talk to Holly today, who's the state lead for the People's Movement. And if you were watching my live stream, when was it? Last weekend when we did our convoy?
It was just Monday. It felt like last weekend.
It was Monday.
Memorial Day.
Not even a week ago.
Nope.
So if you were watching on Memorial Day, when we went around to the Veterans Cemetery and then to the 4th VFW posts and then down to the state capitol, this was one of the ladies who planned that. This is Holly right here, and Holly planned that. And so Holly is a Colorado Patriot, and we're going to interview Holly today. She's the state lead for the People's Movement. Hey, great. I see Tennessee in the house. I see Black Wolf in the house, Phoenix in the house. Welcome, everybody. There's even a pirate. Kay says ahoy. Well, ahoy, Kay. Welcome. Good. I'm glad you guys are all here. Welcome in. Come on in. The water's warm. We're going to talk to a real Colorado Patriot today, and we're all going to learn about what the People's Movement is, what's going on across the country, what's going on here in Colorado, and what people can do to get involved in their own state to help support us, right? Whether they want to support Colorado remotely or their own state, there are resources for that, right?
Right.
Cool. So we'll talk about all that in a minute. Just want to make sure. Tater's in the house and Tater Tot. Good. All right, we have now. Did you ever meet Tater and Tater Tot?
No, but I heard you talking. I love Tater and Tater Tot.
As you should. You should love them. They're fine Americans.
Yeah.
So it was Tater's idea to use that toe sling that I had and wrap it around a tree and then wrap it around the tire and put it in reverse and try to reel my truck up like a fishing reel. It was a great idea. We sure do like the Taters. And hey, Tater Tot, I hope you're doing real well, man. I hope that I don't know, are you in school right now? Is school out? What are you doing? Well, I hope it's going well, whatever you're doing there, Buckwheat. I'm sure you're a smart kid and, you have good values. So I'm sure whatever you're doing well. Yeah. Brian Brazzi's been helping with the People's Movement. Kendra, that's exactly right. We're going to talk about that a little bit today. And when I worked with Brian, I thought he was a good leader. I enjoyed communicating with him and working with him. And, it's great that he's involved now with the Freedom Movement, helping to keep the word out, helping to get the word out. Oh, we have the Texas state lead here in the house, Mary.
Mary from Texas.
And she says, hey, Holly, you rock.
No, she rocks.
All right.
Mary.
Mary, you rock, apparently. Great to see you. Ashley, welcome in. We're about to do an interview right now. We're here with Holly, who's the state lead from Colorado. Somebody says, Sherry says, actually, I have a question for you. Are you from Colorado? We used to live in the Springs, Denver, and Pueblo. Yeah, right now I'm from Colorado, and I've been to all those areas, and they're very beautiful. Are you from Colorado?
I'm a native.
You're from?
I'm born, raised, lived here my entire life.
And always in this area near Denver, or have you been in other parts of the state?
I was born, kind of lived in Denver area, Littleton area, until I was like 12, and then I moved to Boulder, and then
Yeah.
Yeah, Erie after that. So
Cool. All over.
all over,
All
but
over.
kind of just not as far south as like the Springs.
They love your dress and they love the porch.
Thank you.
Good job, everybody. Good job complimenting her. That'll make the interview easier for me. You make her happy, right? Good job, everybody. Yes, it's a very nice dress.
Thank you. I love dresses.
You wore a white dress last time when we went on the convoy, right?
It was so windy. You had to wear a dress.
Well, if you're going to convoy, you have to do it looking good, right? You have to be styling,
I mean, I'll wear a dress, on farm. I just love dresses.
That's right. Good. Well, we all love dresses too. The visionaries love your dress. And thank you so much for letting us come here and have a conversation with you. Thank you for hosting us.
Thank you for coming.
What's your favorite part about Colorado? You're from Colorado. You grew up here. You've always lived here. What's your favorite thing about Colorado?
I have always really loved the people from Colorado.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's just usually, everyone's just really friendly. I don't know.
You like the people.
I like the people. I like the communities. I like.
Yep.
I like how people connect here.
Do you do like the outdoor stuff, the outdoor Colorado stuff? Do you like the indoor stuff? What do you do when you're not organizing convoys, leading the people's movement for the state, and just trying to motivate people to stand up for their rights? What else do you like to do?
Well, personally, I do furniture. I'm going to disappoint a lot of people, I think. I've lived here my whole life. I went skiing once when I was 15.
Yeah.
And I thought it was the dumbest thing I've ever done.
What?
I still am like, I will never get that day back. I am not your typical
Oh
Colorado.
my God, we're going to have to cut this interview a little bit short. I'm sorry, everybody.
I grew up, camping and, going up to the mountains, and that's fun. I don't know. I don't really, I'm not super outdoorsy.
Yeah.
Because wild animals, bears, mountain lions.
They might get you, think?
They'll kill you.
I mean, they might run away.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not your typical Colorado gal.
So you like the people?
I like the people.
Cool. All right. Well, how have you seen the state of Colorado change since, you were a little girl growing up here to now, helping people to stand up for freedom, right? What has happened between then and now that's made you stand up and, try to wake others up?
I guess people that have moved into the area, I don't know. It just, I was raised, I felt like a lot of people that I was surrounded with, it was just, you were a kind human, and you did your thing, and it wasn't your business what other people were doing, and you worked for what you wanted, and you helped people out, and it's, the people have, strayed from that a little bit. It feels very, it can feel very one-sided anymore.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's for me, it's actually, it's been a little upsetting, a little upsetting. I have 2 kids, and the things that I'm hearing them repeat that they're hearing in schools and amongst their friends, and I don't know, it's kind of scared me a little bit.
Samantha says she agrees with you on skiing, first of all. So you have a buddy there. And Samantha says her family's in Colorado, and they've said that the cities are getting really liberal in Colorado. So
Yes.
there's kind of this gentrification or whatever, right? Like lots of people are moving to Colorado, and that's happened in the last 10 years or so. There have been a lot of new like tech jobs, especially in Colorado, but there's been some wage growth here and some employment opportunity here where there hasn't been that in every state.
Right.
So maybe that's brought people, along with the outdoor recreation opportunities, along with other recreational opportunities. Lots of people coming to Colorado.
Yeah. And I just want to be clear, like it's not a
Yeah, well said, Benson.
it's not necessarily like a liberal or I mean teach
Yeah.
their own, I mean,
Right.
it's not necessarily that. It's just more of it's more of the division and that how extreme one side or the other things are, and just how unkind people are to each other
Yep.
anymore.
Cheryl,
upsetting.
I'm sorry.
No, go.
I was just going to say Cheryl, the state lead from California, is on here, and she says, "Hi, Holly, you rock."
Hi,
Yeah,
Cheryl, you
thanks.
rock.
Yeah, we like Cheryl. Cheryl's awesome.
Mhm.
Yeah, she's a hardworking lady. And Cheryl actually really works hard to understand all of the like the legislation, to
Yeah.
understand what's going on right behind the scenes, what our elected officials are trying to slip past us and when they're trying to do it and how they do it. So Cheryl's really awesome. If she's telling you something in the chat right there, yeah, you know that she's done her research. She's squared away for sure.
It's legit.
So, and we had the Texas state lead in here. Was that
Yeah.
Mary?
Mary.
So Mary,
Mhm.
Cheryl, we talked to Jeff today as well.
Yep.
And you, that's 4 state leads at least that have already talked today on this one. And it sounds like you guys stay in touch with the people's movement pretty regularly, that there's pretty good communication.
All the time. Like I've had to mute all the chat groups. Like we have a fun chat group, and then it's constantly in contact. They're all wonderful, wonderful people.
Awesome. So you've enjoyed working with the different state leads.
and because of this, I've gotten to I wouldn't have known them. I wouldn't have had the opportunity to get to know them otherwise. And they're wonderful people. They're just
Cheryl says she shared it with all the people's movement state leads, so they're all going to be here. All right, cool. Good. Yeah, I told you Cheryl squared away.
Yeah, we love
Awesome.
Cheryl. Yeah.
So maybe a good place to start, and I know people are still coming into the chat. We're near Denver right now. That's all I'll say. We'll just want to protect Holly's privacy, right? But we are near Denver. Yep, in a beautiful neighborhood. And I saw that a couple of people said hello who just came into the chat. So what's up, Brian? And hey, is it Tamara or Tamara or Tamara? I'm sorry if I messed up the pronunciation of your name. One of those 3 should be close. Lots of love, lots of respect. Thank you for being here. Maybe your son lives here, Heidi. It's possible. Heidi, it's possible. It looks like our son's neighborhood.
Heidi from Monday?
I don't know. It might be a different Heidi. Heidi from Monday gets a special thank you and a special shout out. Isn't she amazing?
She was there. They all were wonderful. Same with Katie. I mean,
Yep.
Oh,
Roxy. Katie gets a special shout out too. Thank you so much for all those Girl Scout cookies.
Oh my God.
I fed the raft guides with the cookies you left in my truck. I gave them to the raft guides
Do you
to
know
keep them
how
moist.
mad I was when I was like, cookies.
Katie, you're amazing. Thank you so much.
Yes,
and
thank
Heidi, you are amazing. Thank you so much.
Yes.
Heidi gave me some of those oils, those oils that I think you said you try.
The
And
essential oils.
they're amazing.
They work so well.
She knows so much about that stuff.
Yeah, it's good stuff. Roxy was there too. She's one of the mods on the Facebook page.
Yeah.
She's wonderful. And Crystal with her daughter, her extremely intelligent.
The sixth grader. Yeah, she was great. She was great. I remember that because I just taught at Denver Green School. I just did a program for their 6th graders on survival. They'd been reading Hatchet, that book Hatchet, which is like all little boys, like that stuff. Whenever guy gets lost in the woods and all he has is the hatchet that he got as a gift, and a kid, and he has to figure it out.
That's cool.
So it was fun. All right, good. Welcome in, everybody. I'm really glad that you're here. We're talking with Holly. Holly is the state lead for the People's Movement for Colorado. And today we're just going to talk about what the People's Movement is, and then we're going to talk about some ways that you guys can get involved at home. All right, that's kind of the plan. We're also going to talk about a couple of convoy opportunities, caravan opportunities that are coming up, road trip opportunities. We can call them whatever we want to keep the connotations positive. But I'm telling you, essential oil people quietly run things. Don't tell anybody, Cheryl says.
They kind of do. They kind of do.
Yeah, 10-4. So we're actually going to do a special show just on the essential oils, and we're going to bring Heidi in. Heidi's sister is a nurse, and she also knows all about this, and then we're going to look at offering a class to the public about the oils where you get to bring some with you, and it's super cool. All right. So here we go. Let's talk about the People's Movement. All right. Are we ready to do this?
Okay.
We warmed up a little bit?
Yeah, a little bit.
Cool. Thank you for being here with me. Thank you for doing this.
Thank you for coming up here.
My absolute pleasure.
Appreciate it.
She's talking to you, visionary. She's glad that you're here. Y'all don't leave a mess in her house now, all right?
It's messy enough.
So Holly, what is the People's Movement? What is it?
So it is. We're American patriots. We are. A group. What were you gonna say?
You're going to tell me what the People's Movement is. You're American Patriots. From
We're
where?
American Patriots, and we are we are coming together to spread awareness. Unite with people. We are fighting for our freedoms. We're fighting, to uphold, our Constitution. We're trying to get that back. Things have gotten ugly.
Yeah.
And people just feel very divided. And so we are here to spread information, factual information.
Mm-hmm.
Just trying to get everyone to come together.
So it's people from all different backgrounds, all different faiths, creeds, genders, perspectives, just all different folks who want to stand up for freedom and the Constitution. And this is just a mechanism through which they can come together and peacefully associate, right, in like a nonviolent way to try to get domestic policy change. Would you say it's a peaceful and nonviolent movement?
Very peaceful, very loving, very welcoming. It's just your basic human rights. I mean, you can't help the way you feel, right? You have feelings, you have opinions about things, and that's okay. And that's the whole point of being free, is that you get to feel those things, you get to think those things. Slowly people are taking that away from us, and we're standing up against that.
What are some of the freedoms that you think have been either revoked or eroded or rescinded, or either on purpose or not? What are some of the freedoms that we used to have that we don't have anymore?
Freedom of speech. There's, that's a big one.
Yeah, well said.
So much censoring, and people get nasty if you're saying something that they don't agree with.
Yep.
Being told what to do, what we have to do. What are you giggling about?
Somebody's talking about a bikini flip around, and I got distracted. Sorry. I'm right here. It was Emily who distracted me because she said essential oils and a flip around on the camera I'm in. And then she goes, bet you ain't seen a bikini flip around. And so I'm sorry. I was just wondering what she might mean by that and what that might look like. So I was completely distracted. I'm not a professional journalist, but I'm doing my best here, folks. Sorry.
You're doing a good job.
All right, I'm back. Sorry, folks. It's going to come with the territory here. All right. No, freedom of speech especially.
It is a big one. Yeah. And then it's also, being told when we can go to work.
Yep.
Telling us when our kids can go to school. even being told what we're supposed to believe, what we're
Mm-hmm.
supposed to agree with.
Yep. And you have kids, right? You have a couple of kids,
Mm-hmm.
and are they still in school or?
They're out for the summer. But yeah, I have two boys. One just finished his freshman year. One just finished 5th grade. That was a big part for me in getting, involved, paying more attention. It was the beginning of last year, so in 2021.
Uh-huh.
My own personal experience with seeing what that was doing emotionally, everything shutting down and in and out of school, how that was affecting my kids. I was very worried about my oldest. He was 13 at the time. So that's what got me mostly, paying attention to that, because it's taken a toll on everyone. We've all struggled with it, but it's really affected the kids.
Meredith says, "You go, Holly!" Exclamation point.
Thank you, Meredith.
What did you see with the schools that was most frustrating, during this experience that's helped to influence you or motivate you to stand up now?
So, I have to start first by saying that I do feel fortunate for the schools that my kids were in. They were on it. When everything shut down, they had everything in place. So when we were just doing remote, they had everything together. It was a great job. I know that there are other districts all over Colorado, all over the country that didn't, they didn't have access to that. They maybe weren't as organized. I do feel very fortunate in how that all was handled. My youngest was always the kid that was like, if I don't have to go to school, I'm not going to go. And for that to turn into that he was, begging to go to school, I mean, that says a lot. There's depression. There's, they were feeling very much alone, even though we were all home together. That's just a really scary place to be, even as an adult. But talking to other parents with kids, around my kids' age, they're struggling, and then we couldn't find a therapist. Everyone's at capacity, and majority being middle schoolers and high schoolers at that time. Yeah, so I mean, even it was even the resources that they just weren't there. It was it's scary and it's sad.
You're getting a lot of support in the chat for sure. So tell me how does an organization like the People's Movement help bring people together to address problems like that?
How?
Or to be aware of problems like that? Or how does the People's Movement help?
So we do have a website. We have Facebook pages. We're just social, on social media groups, constantly connecting with other groups. It's other people in our communities, all over the country.
Yep.
One thing I have had a problem with is I'll go on and try to read about, a bill or something that Colorado's trying to pass, and I don't understand any of it. It's like they purposely try to make it as confusing as possible.
Yeah.
And so it's been so helpful, Cheryl, all of these people. It's breaking down bills and laws and what's being voted on, just understanding it, and we're not getting the runaround. It's clear, truthful information. Here it is. Do whatever you want with it. But it's just starting those conversations. I can't tell you how many people I have asked, do you know that we're under a state of emergency, right?
Yeah.
Did you know that under the state of emergency, it basically voids our Constitution? Every single person I have asked has said no, and I didn't know that either.
Mm-hmm.
I've learned something.
So maybe tell me a little. So it sounds like what you're telling me is community, right? The people's movement is a mechanism that builds community, where people can come together to have these discussions, to build the awareness, to share information, and then to collectively take action.
Yes.
Because our voices are amplified when we come together, right? The lights from our individual little candles burn a lot brighter when we all bring them together.
We're all together. And again, it's not just a... sorry about that.
No, you're good.
Not just a...
Guys, two of the five men, two of the four men who live in this house are home now. So I'm like walking on thin ice here, being very careful. Don't worry, everybody. It'll all be okay. You're doing great, Holly. Everybody's in the chat is saying you're doing awesome.
Thank you.
So hold on, here we go. I told you, two of the four guys who live in the house. We're being very, very respectful. Everybody, thank you very much for letting us do this here. Thank you.
Say hi.
Who's the hottest girl in your high school?
Oh,
you heard it right here. Come on. You better ask him out. Did you hear that? Good job. He's the first kid to respond. Everybody else just keeps walking.
To me when I asked him that stuff.
I like him.
I might have to hire you as a therapist now.
That was your son?
Yeah, that's my oldest.
He's a very nice guy. Cool. All right, so y'all got to meet one of them. All right, sorry. Where were we? We were talking about community, right?
Community.
And People's Convoy's building community, but you also mentioned you were saying the emergency declaration. We were talking about your son. We were talking about schools. Some of those problems, the social impact.
Yeah.
Right, of some of the legislation.
Yes.
And
the state of emergency. I learn something new every day. And I, at the beginning of everything, I stopped. I had to stop. I stopped watching news, reading. I mean, what?
Oh, Carolyn's in here too. She says you rock.
Carolyn, she's my Yoda.
She's awesome, right?
Oh, I love her.
Yeah, she's a great person.
Yes, we love her.
And her dogs are cool too.
Oh my God, she has the cutest dogs, and she has like 10 of them.
She has like a pack.
I know, I love them though. They're so cute.
Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you. We just have such good friends here in the chat. Hey, 007's in here. Welcome in, 007. Great to see you, buddy.
Did he just see Carolyn?
I don't know if he just saw her. She has 7 dogs, she says. 17 maybe. I saw those dogs. Last time I saw those dogs was in Big Springs, Texas, on that airfield, that abandoned airstrip where we stayed. Okay, so we're talking about the People's Convoy, and you told me it's a group of Americans. It's a state-based movement, right? There's a national. How does it work? Is there like a national team? Are there state teams? Are there county teams? How does it work?
So there are state teams. The main, national is the People's Movement.
Yeah.
We do have a website. It's usatpm.com. That website, you can go to that website. You can get connected to your state.
Mm-hmm.
We're on Facebook. So it's the People's Movement and then your state. I know we're on Twitter now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what's the Colorado page?
The Colorado is the People's Movement Colorado.
Then spell out Colorado, right?
Yeah.
Or just CO?
No, it's spell out.
Spell it out. Okay. And tell me the website for the national movement one more time, if you would, too.
It is usatpm.com.
You heard it here. There's some cool dogs out here walking in the neighborhood, too. What's up, everybody? How you doing? Yes, I'll show you the dog.
Well, wait till he gets Lou out. It's a giant St. Bernard.
Oh, really? Cool. Very cool. All right, everybody, we're back. Okay, so state-based movement, you're doing awesome. It sounds like you were right. 007 did stop and see Carolyn. Your intel is fresh, and it looks like Somebody's sending you a message right here. Lisa Mott says, "Great job, Holly!" 3 exclamation points.
So she is in California.
Okay.
Right? She's with Cheryl.
Okay.
There's a couple of Lisas. Anyway, she is precious and wonderful. She is. I wish I had, half the brains that these people do.
It seems like you have really nice things to say about all the other state leads.
I love them. They're wonderful people.
And have you met any of them personally, or is it mostly an electronic relationship?
It's totally electronic, over like video chats and
And so far, it seems like it's mostly ladies. Are you ladies just running this whole thing for us?
I mean, it's kind of a thing.
Okay, yeah, I've come to find out that the ladies run this show.
Lots of men, though, too. Wonderful, wonderful men.
That's right. We were talking to Jeff up there from East West Trucking, right? Up there in Washington.
Yes.
So, yep, there's a gentleman right there taking a leadership role, right?
Yeah.
All right, cool. So, what is it that the people's movement is trying to focus on now, and why?
So, today, this specific day is, it's.
Are you about to drop some information on us? Is something happening today for the first time?
Oh my gosh, what? Yeah.
Oh my God, here it comes, everybody. Exclusive. This is an exclusive. All right, tell us.
Okay, so Project George Washington.
What is now? Yeah, I know, but they don't all know. What is Project George Washington?
Project George Washington is,
Oh, do we not want to say too much right now?
No, we can. So, Project George Washington. So it's, I'm getting my words mixed up right here. So it's a campaign. We are still very much trying to end the state of emergency, federally and on a state level. There are still, what did she say? I don't even know. Anyway, so if you can do we go to pages? What we're asking people to do is...
just tell me generally what it is.
So we are asking people to write a letter to your district representative in your state. So like Colorado has 7 districts.
Yeah.
2 of our representatives already voted to end the state of emergency. So that's 5 more here in Colorado. It's a different number for every state. So write a letter to your district representative. This is about, I'm going to look down at my notes.
Yeah, that's okay.
So we have, it's discharge petition number 12. That was passed, and it's now on a desk waiting to be brought into the House to vote.
So the Senate passed a companion bill, right, saying it's time to end the national declaration of emergency related to COVID. And now it's time for the House to do the same thing. But it's sitting on Nancy Pelosi's desk, and no one will take action on it?
Right. And
okay.
So, I mean, we only need 8 more
Democrats to flip, right?
To flip and just say that it's because it's really not. We're not in a state of emergency anymore. Yeah. So, So
what we want to do, it sounds like from what you told me, Project George Washington is a way to do an accountability check on our elected officials to see how honest they are and if they're still sort of listening to the people who they represent.
And who they work for.
Yep. And so it sounds to me like this is a 2-part effort across the country right now where some states are focusing on a letter writing campaign, and everyone at home can get involved in this letter writing campaign. You can also go to, is there one that's posted on the website? Like, did Cheryl have a copy of one posted, or
A letter?
Yeah, just like kind of like block template.
Yes,
You know,
yes, we have. Yeah, there's.
where is that?
So there's one on the Colorado page. You can go to any whatever state you're in. Go to that. The Facebook page. So the People's Movement, and then your state, and they have. I mean that you can. They have everything. They have. Instructions, exactly what it is that we're doing, and there's also like a pre-typed letter, so that literally all you have to do is sign it in that letter. And that, so the two parts. So one part is the letter. Not all states are doing a second part.
Right.
So the second part is it's called Project George Washington.
Yeah, this is the George Washington thing,
so this
right?
is the fun part. So you put a dollar bill into a smaller envelope inside of the main envelope with the letter, and you tell whichever representative that you're writing to hold on to this envelope, as there's going to be a courier to come and pick up.
Yeah.
So what happens with that, and we say the dollar bill because it's you can register that the serial
number
so
online.
It's actually you can track it. So when we go caravanning to pick up those smaller envelopes, it's an opportunity for us to have a conversation with that state representative, district representative, where they stand on the state of emergency, the national state of emergency. So to see where they stand on that. And also, I mean, are they going to give us the letters? Are they doing their job that they're getting paid to do by reading the letter?
So in the letter, it says like, save this dollar bill or save this letter for our courier who's going to come pick it up. We're recording all the serial numbers of the dollar bills ahead of time. And so we'll know if, $20 or $50 or whatever was submitted, and maybe we get like $5 back. It's like, where's the other 15 bucks?
Right.
We have all these serial numbers. Where did you put the money?
Right. So either you're not so
either you didn't read the letter that your constituents sent you.
Right. And you're not doing your job.
Or you did something with it and you can't produce that exact bill despite your constituents' request to hand it over. Okay. Right. And so I get that. That's an accountability check on elected officials to see if they're going through those processes of engaging with the mail from their constituents and then following their wishes. I get that.
It's a good thing. It's that so many of them are not being held accountable. They're not doing their jobs. They're not representing we the people.
Yep. And so I know that you said some states are going to do the dollar, but some states are just going to do the letter. And I see why that makes sense, but maybe there's somebody sitting at home saying, well, why wouldn't they all just do the dollar thing? What comes to mind, and why did Colorado decide to focus on the letter writing campaign?
So, I personally did not want to, I didn't want it to be about money. It essentially, the dollar bill, it's not about the money. It was just something that was traceable or trackable. I didn't want to ask for money.
You wanted to make it more about awareness than donations.
And really the main goal, it's just the main goal is just to be getting people united. And money can sometimes have an opposite effect when it's brought in. You know what I mean? I didn't want to have to worry about that. There's a lot of trust issues happening right now.
Yeah, of course, especially with kind of how the other movement, the convoy side of things, kind of ended. I can see why a lot of people would maybe just have a little bit of pause, or want to exercise due diligence, right, and just kind of stay away from some of the financial stuff right now. I see that.
Yeah, and that's, again, it's not, on a state level, it's about each state. We're not, and those the states that are doing a dollar bill, it's not going to the people's movement. It will be going to, a local like veterans VFW. That money will be donated. We're not actually taking money. We're just.
So the people's movement is not trying to conduct fundraising through this effort.
No.
They're trying to conduct an accountability check on elected officials.
Yes.
And then they're going to take any of those $1 bills,
Mm-hmm.
which have been donated,
Mm-hmm.
and they're going to give those to veterans organizations in each state.
In each state.
That's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
I like that. What do you guys think about that? Put it in the chat. What do you think about that? What do you think about sending, and I know, 6 or 7 states are doing it now, sending the dollar bills?
Yes.
And maybe some more, but right now it's like 6 or 7 states. I think I saw Virginia and Washington on there.
Missouri, yes.
Okay, Missouri. I think the Missouri state lead is in here. So what do y'all think about that? Do you think it's a good idea? I mean, it's just $1. They register the serial number up front. They send it to the politicians to see if they just pocket it or ignore it or whatever. But the letter says, hey, we're sending somebody to pick it up on this date and time. And then when the, official, the individual, whoever
Mm-hmm.
selected to go pick it up shows up, they have to have a conversation in the English language about what's going on with the emergency declaration and why they won't push that. Is it a resolution or that bill to the floor? Number 12 you were telling us about?
Yeah. So
to the floor of the House.
Yeah. It's I mean, it's already.
I think they like it. So far, they like it.
It's a really good idea, and it's not. Yeah, it is about the accountability, and it's going to be live streamed. It's putting them, the people that we put into office, right? They're representing us, and it's putting them on the spot. And now you have all these letters too saying that we want you to end, put the pressure on. We're not in a state of emergency. Where do you stand? And where's your letter? Where's your vote?
Right.
To get that going.
So I know we have people on the chat who live all around the country and all around the world. If you guys are being so nice. Thank you. They're saying they love it. They're also saying great job, Holly. And M says you're doing a great job too.
Thank you.
Yeah, good. M runs the whole show on this channel.
Does
so
she?
Oh yeah, M's in charge.
Okay.
Yeah, so
Or he.
Oh yeah.
She.
I don't know.
Okay.
They. I've never met M.
Okay.
I don't know. But I know that M is amazing.
Okay.
And as soon as I go to Vegas, we're going to be taking M out. Yes. And getting M something very nice. Yeah, I don't know. I love your new picture, M, too. It just has the cross swords for the X.
Yes, I saw that.
And I don't know. I mean, we've never met. I just know that M's real cool.
We like it.
M gets my back real hard. So I really appreciate M. Yeah. They say, great job. Gail says you're doing great. Good. All right. What was this one? Oh, 2 people are talking on the side. Yeah, so if the politician does not return the dollar, they are crooks, full stop.
Yep.
Yeah, it's truth. That's right. That's the plan, man. So it's like you just go in your pocket, you grab a $1 bill, you record the serial number online with one of the states that's doing this, the dollar effort, the Project George Washington. You can print out, a letter there, or you can write your own letter.
We also really strongly encourage, get your kids writing those letters too. It's important for your people that represent you to be reading letters handwritten by kids that are asking for that too.
Awesome.
Their voice matters just as much.
Kate is saying, go Holly, Missouri is rolling with Project George Washington. CZ Thor says, hello, Holly from Woodland, Washington.
Hello.
Damon says, good interview, X-Ray. This is awesome to see. True American Patriot right here. Good job. Awesome. I actually jacked up reading that. This is awesome to see it. True American Patriot. Looks, go freedom, and the American way. God bless the USA. Well said. Somebody says it won't get us anywhere in Oregon. Kate Brown won't do a thing. Do you know anything about what's going on in Oregon? Have you talked to a lead there or something, or what?
I've got lots of people I can get you connected with. On a personal level, I want to add.
Oh, Texas is going to do it tonight. It says. I'm really sorry.
Oh, no, you're fine. But what she said that it's just can't do anything. And who was it that said that? Made that comment?
I don't remember. I'm sorry.
No, you're fine. I want to touch on that because I have felt, I still continue to feel that way in Colorado. It's like I said before, it's a lot has changed here. There have been moments that I have felt very alone. I've kind of just been like wanting to throw my hands up and screw it. Nobody seems to care. It's hard getting in touch with people. It's hard getting people's attention. But I'm just gonna say I'm not giving up, and so I hope that you don't give up either. And there are so many people in your state, in every state that you can connect with, and little by little, just continuing to grow. These. The network of people that care. There's still so many people out there. So send something to X-Ray because I will, I can get you connected, or go to the People's Movement Oregon, on Facebook. Ask to join right away. There's, and there's so many groups all over social media for your state specifically. I'm with the People's Movement, but I also belong to so many other groups because it's just all about connecting. We all just want the same thing. It doesn't have to be one group or the other. I mean, just get out and get connected with people.
Really
Network,
good advice.
Please don't give up in Oregon, because I feel that way too. And I think Cheryl has also, and Lisa, right? I mean, they too have said it's hard reaching people. So don't give up.
Don't give up. You have like-minded people here. It's okay to be in multiple groups, right? As long as you're making an effort.
Yeah, just connect. And it's okay to, it's okay to not be agreeing with what's being said, all around you. You don't have to fall into fall into line with the current, you don't have to do that. It doesn't make you a bad person. Just be nice while you're doing it.
Good job. Be nice. They're asking if Brian Brazzi is handling Ohio. Is he the Ohio lead, or is he kind of helping from a national leadership perspective?
He's definitely on the national side of stuff, but he is in Ohio.
Okay, and it looks like Elizabeth Laws came in from Kentucky, the Kentucky lead. Elizabeth,
Hi.
Welcome. Yeah, awesome to have you. Good, and Mary's still here. Good. So, it sounds like a great movement, a great organization of people led by some mama bears all around the country, and some gentlemen.
And some very wonderful gentlemen.
Business owners and people from all different walks of life.
All different walks.
And it sounds like we're trying to get people just to come in and be part of it, to stand up for freedom. And if you belong to another group or organization, that's great. That's fine. Use that as an opportunity to bring those groups together, right? Or the people and perspectives together.
It's all about the people. It's we the people. We all need to get connected. One thing I've even been saying to people too that are, they're totally fine. People that I know, and they're fine with how things are right now.
Mm-hmm.
The only thing I have that I end up saying to them too is, well, so that's okay. That's good for you. What happens when we get someone else or other people into a position of power that are complete opposite of what you believe and the things that mean so much to you, and they try to start taking that away from you? Then what?
Yeah, exactly right.
Because it's happening. It's been happening, and it will continue to happen no matter what side.
Well, tell me one more time. What if I have a friend who's in Facebook jail, but he's interested in getting more information? You can go to the website, right?
So you can go to the national website, usatpm.com. We are on Twitter. We are on Getter. I have those. I have a feeling Cheryl's about to send something.
She's going to send everything to you right now. In 20 seconds after the lag kicks in from the video, right? She'll send you the information that you need.
Yes.
Hey, how's it going?
Sent that. Hi, we're live.
Can we flip it around? What's up, guys?
That's my little. Say hey, baby.
Hey, what's up? I'm John. Nice to meet you. Hey, what's up? I'm John. Nice to meet you. You guys want to say what's up to the live stream? Oh, they already went inside. They're doing cool stuff.
Hello.
Say what's up. Thanks, guys.
Good luck.
Thank you. Cool. Cool kids.
He needs a haircut. We've moved past the Dorothy Hamilton wedge. There's just so many of these. The Getter.
Yes. So CZ Thor is talking about make sure you bring like cell phones, cameras, whatever when we go to pick up like the dollar bills or the letters or whatever it is. It doesn't even have to be a dollar bill. You can send like a trinket and say, save this trinket for the representative or whatever it is. But we're going to live stream the whole thing the whole time.
And it's all over the country.
Everything across the country. It's going to be awesome.
It's going to be a lot of fun.
I think it's a good idea.
The dollar bill, it was because you can, register that specific one. It's just a way to track it.
Yeah, to use the serial number to track it.
So that, just being careful.
I think that's a good idea.
Yeah, I like that idea.
So what's coming up here? I mean, I think we've already said it, but let's just say it one more time. What can people do at home to support the people's movement? How can they get involved? And then what can they do to help support the current project right now?
So you can get online to what?
To like sign up?
Yeah, sign up. Sign up. We're on Facebook, Getter, Twitter. The national website is usatpm.com.
Yep.
Just, start reaching out to people, get connected, join groups, join whatever it is, any type of platform, get involved with, go online and figure out who is your local, community, community men, right? Like, so your mayor, your town.
Yeah, your county commissioners or your
right. The school board. Who's on your school board?
Your local elected officials.
Start attending, school board meetings, town halls, anything that you can do to get active in your community. Start learning about who it is that's representing you. Find out what they stand for. If you don't like what it is that they stand for, then get out there and start talking about it. And it doesn't matter, again, if
town council too.
Yeah, like it doesn't have to be. Yeah, it doesn't have to be things that you agree with. It's okay to not be in line with the current narrative. What's up?
No, that's really good, and then to stand up for that, right?
Yeah. I mean, that's the whole point of, it's our freedom of speech. That's our right. You get to disagree. You get to respectfully and safely, share your opinion. It doesn't have to turn into a fight.
Yep, very good. Very
Wow,
good. What's up, Dan? Welcome, buddy. Thanks for being here. Really well said. Thank you for talking to me and to the visionaries about all this.
Thank you.
So it sounds like if you guys want to get involved, visionaries, I'll give you a quick flip around, right? If you guys want to get involved, go on Facebook and connect with your state lead and your local community for the People's Movement, right? Go on their website as well. And what is it? USATPC?
No,
what is
USATPM.com.
Oh, TPM, not C. Sorry, we're done with that. USATPM.com, the People's Movement, right? .com. Good.
Getter is at.
I was just going to send them around to you because you're telling them, not me.
I'm reading it. I know because there's so many letters. Okay,
There you go.
so let's see. Let's see. The Getter is let's see, at TPM USA. Twitter is at the People Move.
I like that.
Yeah, there's let's see, the www.tpm.com.
Okay, good. So TPM.
Yeah.
Good.
PM.
Sorry, I'm there.
Oh, it's okay.
So guys,
know
check it
what?
out.
We welcome anyone from anywhere. It doesn't just, I'm not trying to badmouth anyone.
Regardless of who you rode with in the past,
It's not,
you can all come
yeah,
together
it's
now.
all
Yeah.
after the same thing right now. It's the end goal.
So you heard it, everybody. We want you to. This is just one opportunity, and I want you to do whatever you want to do. But if you're looking for other patriots in your state, in your community, in your region, the People's Movement is a way for you to connect with other like-minded individuals, right? And it's a way for you to come together with these folks to try to take steps, collective action, to influence domestic policy towards freedom and away from the erosion of freedom, right? So this is a way that you can come together with your neighbors, with people you've never met. You can build a sense of community, and in a peaceful and nonviolent way, you can stand up for freedom, right? And have a support structure. What if somebody has an idea about like another thing like Project George Washington or a way to maybe help in their state? What do people do if they have an idea on how they could be helpful or something?
Say it, write it, announce it anywhere. Just start talking. Just, start, message people. Just, what are you?
You're doing great.
Okay.
You're doing great. People are putting information up so everybody can access
Thank
this.
you.
And the moderators are being awesome, and the other state leads are being awesome, and they're really supporting you, and everybody thinks it's great that we've been having this conversation. So thank you.
Well, no, thank you. And thanks everyone, too, for joining in, because it's a big deal. Whatever happened to everyone can just get along,
Was that ever a
I
thing?
miss those good old days.
I guess I would say there were never, ever those days.
That's the Colorado that I remember.
I
People
see.
just were kind and nice, and it doesn't matter what it is that you, if anyone has an idea, just reach out to people, message people, call people, email, join those groups.
Carolyn says, Holly rocks with TPM Colorado. Good, you do. Awesome. Oregon's People's Movement says they don't have a lead. Thank you for what you do and for the info, Holly. Thank you. So, hey, maybe that's an opportunity if somebody's from Oregon, right, to step up.
If there still if they need a lead, do it.
Right.
I got to tell you, I've never done this before. I've never done any of this, and I just did it, and I could have quit a lot of times, and I feel like I keep messing up, and I've never done it, but I'm sticking with it, and I'm learning so much. That's the other thing, is that it really forces you to.
Is there a way to join the state groups if somebody's been permanently banned from Facebook? Like, is there a way to join or something, like on Twitter or Getter? Could you be like, hey, I'm interested in being part of the group,
Yes,
but I'm not able to, whatever, talk to you guys on Facebook?
Right, yeah. I mean, because it's not just about Facebook. There's so many other platforms. So go to the national website, go to the Getter pages, Twitter, if you really want to really get involved and actively participate, can they give you their information?
Sure.
Email X-ray, and we'll get you connected. There's so many people that are around, that are willing to help, that need the help too.
Lisa says you're doing fabulous. You are. And Tamara, says, "You rock, Holly. You rock, Holly."
Thank you.
And
So do you.
Kathy says, "Thank you, Holly." Heart. Oh, she says, "I rock too." Thank you. Awesome. And M says, "You rock." Great information. So great job.
Thank you, Em. Thank you.
Cool.
Thank you for.
Yeah, it's a good thing.
Yeah, thank you.
I have more questions for you though. We're not
Okay.
done yet, if that's okay.
No, that's fine.
You're crushing.
No, yeah.
What would you say to someone, because you just told us all a minute ago that you've never really done anything like this before, so I guess we don't have to know like how this dropped into your lap and how you came to be a part of it, unless you want to talk about that.
Well, so this started a couple months ago. I had reached out and talked to someone, and they said, thing about Colorado is that there's a lot of people that want to help, but no one's really wanting to step in. And
Yeah.
And I've never adminned, a Facebook page. I don't know. And for whatever reason, I just have felt so compelled in that. It's something that I have been, following since really Canada.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, I guess it was one of those things that was like, all right, well, here you go. Here's a request for an admin page. And then congratulations, this is the state lead. And normally I don't like having my picture taken. I get nervous. I get where it's all screwed up sometimes when I get nervous. But I just was like, I can't not do it.
Mm-hmm.
If there's all these people, and it sounds like with Oregon, and Cheryl and Lisa from California, Mary from Texas, sweet girl, like there's so many people that want to help. So we need to get all those people connected, and it's just
Awesome job.
Yeah.
Cheryl says she sent you some documents in your email, for later, and she posted some stuff to the Colorado page for us.
Thank you, Cheryl. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Yeah.
What would you tell people? This is the question. This is where I was going to go if you didn't want to talk about how you got into this.
Okay.
But what would you tell people who are at home who have maybe never engaged with a group like this before? They've been watching the movement for a while, and maybe they know all the different live streamers, and they know all the different personalities, and they've been following maybe the convoy, and now it's like, oh, the movement. Well, this is different. Maybe they haven't been involved, or they're apprehensive about being involved. What would you tell those people?
First I would say if you've been following long enough, then you're already a little involved, at least, right?
Good,
so,
yeah.
It's why not? Why not? I think it's been really easy. I hate politics. I've always hated politics, and it gives me a headache. It's exhausting, and so I have not gotten out and been active and trying to learn about stuff. It's really easy not to, because other people will take care of it. So I just would say it's, if you're a little bit involved, why not be more involved? And it just doesn't matter. It doesn't even have to be in line with what we want. If you feel strongly enough about something, you need to just be out there. You need to get involved. You need to know what's going on.
Well said. Oh, there they are. Hold on, I'll flip it around, guys. I got you.
Can I have a sleepover at his house?
No.
Why?
We will discuss that later.
First answer is always no. You got to pitch it better.
No, it's not always no.
Mom, I'll mow the grass if you could hook me up with a
this little one is
sleepover.
smart. He literally came out here knowing we were doing this.
He's like, let me just ask on live.
All,
Smart guy. I like your style.
Yeah,
Smart guy.
very smart. I'll talk to you about it soon, baby.
Looks like we're going to have some sleepover negotiations going on, everybody. Stay tuned for more.
There will be no negotiating.
There's no negotiating with Mom. All right.
No. So what was the?
We were talking about how what we would tell to people who have been thinking about maybe getting a little bit more involved,
Just go
who
out
have
and
been
do it.
involved.
Yeah, no better time, like the president. You have to.
M says, nice looking voice. So, what's it like going on a convoy in your state? What's it like if somebody's never been on a convoy and they're sitting at home and they're like, I could never go on a convoy, how would I do it? What would you tell them?
That by far is. It was just fun, and it's okay. This might be a bad I don't even know the word. Like when you go to church or you go to a gym, right? And you get, it's like being a part of something,
Mhm.
right?
Mhm.
So that's like the best way for me to describe that is meeting. I only knew Christy, Christy and Dawn.
Mhm.
Not Dawn, Christy and Crystal. I don't know, it's just such a sense of camaraderie, it was fun, and we had 6 trucks. Could have been bigger. No way would I have given. I mean, it was perfect. It was amazing in itself.
I think we got up to 7 with Heidi.
Yes, we did.
Yeah, we were 7 with Heidi.
Fun. It was a lot of fun. And
Do you want to take that?
No, that's my sister.
You can go ahead.
That's all right.
All right. We'll talk to her on the live stream. No?
You might not like that.
Okay. All right. No problem.
It was a lot of fun, and I think everyone needs to do it once.
A convoy or some kind of group thing together, right?
Yeah.
How should people approach coming to meet up with this group of strangers? That could be scary, right? What if I have anxiety or, oh man, who are these people? What am I going to do? Are my shoes patriotic enough? Right. Etc. What would you tell people?
I can appreciate that. I have yet to meet anyone that has not been kind or welcoming. If you're here in Colorado, you come find me, and I'll hold your hand and I'll give hugs until I understand it can feel a little intimidating, but you've been following this long. Obviously, just go for it. Just do it. Everyone that I have met since getting involved, they're wonderful. They're so nice.
I hear you talk about the people over and over and over again.
Just wonderful. Yeah.
And CP Photography wants to know if you're going to come to Rainbow with us.
Is that Corey?
Corey, yeah, that's Corey.
Okay, so that's Christy's friend.
Yeah.
I don't know. When is Rainbow?
It's in the first week of July.
Possibly. But Corey, Christy just talks about you all the time. She misses you so much. I feel like maybe we need to work on getting the two of you reunited.
Like a little reunion party.
A little reunion, because she misses your face so much.
We should do it on a convoy. This is the best way to reunite with friends from the Freedom Movement.
You said you'd like to convoy to Walmart.
Yeah, anywhere I go from now on, I actually do want a convoy. Yeah. 100%. That's not even a joke. All right, she says you're coming to Rainbow with us. All right, good, you're in.
Yeah.
Cool. We're going to convoy over there, everybody. It's going to be fun. We're going to learn how to be hippies. It's going to be great.
Yeah. Oh, I'll bring my sisters then. And my mom.
Yeah, bring them all.
They're a bunch of hippies.
Bring all those hippies. It'll be great.
All right.
Cool. So we're going to go with Holly's entire family and some other visionaries to Rainbow the first week of July. It should be wild. Yeah, we hear Little Big Rig is coming, but we can talk about that later.
Yeah.
That'll be fun.
Yeah.
What else would you want to tell people? You've done such a great job, and everybody thinks you've done a great job. But if it's in one sentence, what is the People's Movement?
I mean, it's
We did. We went over it a lot,
I
but
mean, I
this is like the tell them what you're going to tell them, and then you tell them what you told them. We're in the tell them what you told them part. Yeah. Yeah, just making sure that everybody's on board.
American patriots.
Good,
We
yeah.
are people from all walks of life, beliefs. I mean, all of it. We're just. I'm not gonna say just. We are a group of people that we love each other. We want our freedoms back. We want we want our elected officials to be held accountable. We want that divide to not be so large anymore. It doesn't,
Very well said.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be like that. So yeah, no, we're just trying to connect, and we're
How could what would make America better? What would make America better? How can we make America better?
How can we make? I mean, I feel like it's just people need to be put in time out. Someone needs to have their mother call.
Yeah.
No, it's just can't we just go back to just being kind and just get along, and it's okay to not agree. It's just do you. That's all any of us really wants, right? We want to be able to work. We want to be able to get together with our family and friends. We want our kids to go to school and learn the things that I'm not a teacher. There's a reason why I'm not a school teacher. That's all that we want. We want the opportunities to learn and grow just as general humans. Why not? We don't want people. Yeah, people need to stop telling us, how to feel.
Very well said. Very well said. Yeah, you've done such an awesome job. Thank you. I can't believe you were nervous about this. You crushed it. Thanks.
Thank you.
What else do you want to tell people?
Well, I'm looking at all the things that they're telling me that
people are messaging you. They're like, you forgot to say. All right, what did you forget?
I know. I'm sure a lot. Just more than anything, I just hope that people, just get involved. Reach out to community members. Just start learning about where your community stands. Just start educating yourself. Know who's running your school districts. Know who's supposed to be representing you, and are they falling in line with what you want? And if not, then start using your voice. We're allowed to do that. You're allowed to have your opinion, so do it. Use it.
Black Wolf wants to know if he can take the stuff on Getter and put it out on Truth Social. Can he copy and put stuff out on Truth Social?
By all means, please.
You hear it, Black Wolf? Go ahead. Sorry it took me a minute to get your question, buddy. But yeah, go ahead. Throw that stuff up on Truth. That'll be really good. Yeah, we want to bring those gas prices down. Diesel prices are crazy expensive right now, everywhere except like New Mexico. Crazy expensive. Well said. All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
What
so
are they?
much.
Do you want to talk about it?
I don't know.
Are there things you have to say or get in, or is there anything else that you want to communicate related to what the People's Movement is?
No. I mean, I'm just thank you all for joining in, and thank you for coming up here and doing this. And I hope that I can connect. That we all can connect with each other. I look forward to that.
What is the goal of the People's Movement? Is there like a goal or an end goal, or?
To end the state of emergency. There's a lot that is being done in our country. Mandates that are imposed. freedoms that are taken away
Mhm.
because we're under that that state of emergency. And so yeah, we want that to end because they're sneaky with things too,
Mhm.
with bills that they're passing, laws, stuff that they're putting into place that they wouldn't be able to do if it weren't for being under the state of emergency.
Yep.
And that's being sneaky, and we don't like that.
We don't play that.
We don't play that game.
That's right.
It's so we want to end the state of emergency, which will then in turn it's going to allow us to go back to work and go back to school and not be told what to do and what to believe and what to medically choose, be chosen for us what to do. That's a big right of ours that's being taken away. That's not okay.
Very well said. Yeah, very well said. We should be able to make our own medical decisions.
Yeah, and thank God that those choices are there. That we've come that far that we have those options. I'm very grateful for that. For that choice.
Brian says you're doing great and amazing job, Holly.
Thank you.
Good. And somebody else asked if there was a way to contact you privately, but I just kind of ignored it. Do you want to, maybe if they message the Facebook for the People's Convoy,
yes.
You could see those messages?
Yes. So
Okay.
yes, you can do that on Facebook. I mean, really, anyone. I'm about to get an Instagram page up, for at least for Colorado too. I'm gonna try to get that up too. So
Cool.
I mean, yeah, anyone to reach out to anyone in Colorado.
Yeah.
And go looking for these groups. Go looking on social media for other people that that want the same thing. There's a lot of us out there.
So what do we want to do here in Colorado? What do you want to do in Colorado to raise awareness? Or what are some of the things that we could do together to help reach out to the folks who we know in our networks or, people who we haven't even met yet to try to raise awareness? Have you thought about some of those things yet, or is it still kind of too early to be looking downrange like that?
Well, we did do the Memorial Day. What are you grinning at?
I'm grinning at Gail. Gail sent like 500 thumbs up, in a row. So thanks, Gail. That was motivating.
So we did do the Memorial Day. Went to Fort Logan. I would like to do. I think that's something that we've been talking about in the People's Movement, doing something for July 3rd. That's just my trash can.
That's just my truck.
No, it wasn't your truck. Sorry.
No.
Yeah, there's been talk of July 3rd. The problem that I'm running into, is at least on the Colorado page, is that not a lot of people are wanting to. Well, they're not responding. They're not even reacting to stuff. I don't know if it's because they need to stay, anonymous, or they want to see the things, and that's okay too.
Right.
But I'm having a hard time here in Colorado, getting people engaged, like physically, actively engaged.
So we need to throw a party.
So let's have a giant party.
We need to have a party.
Yeah.
At the Capitol. We need to turn our trucks into like spas and hot tubs or whatever. And we need to just have a huge party.
Pool. We're coming up on, it's warm. I don't want to get into a hot tub.
We could get a baby pool and just fill it full of, personal lubricant, have wrestling matches. We could have a whole betting system on this. Maybe not. We could have, what's fun? What else is fun? Okay, no face painting, no wrestling. Come on. What do you guys want to see at our party at the state capitol? You tell me.
I know. Can we get little baby animals there?
Somebody's saying I'm in a movie. Okay, yeah, we'll bring a lot of puppies, like 200 puppies. What is that? Puppies everywhere at the Capitol, and everybody will show up
We
and play
could
with
do
the puppies.
like alongside of like local rescue, like animal rescue groups.
That'd be cool. So we should think of other causes that we all support that can all come out as well.
Yeah.
But we need to have a party. If we want to build
Yeah,
awareness,
Yeah, we need to have a big party.
we need to have a freaking bunch of
Little
bands.
big rig for that.
Little big rig. All right, when you watch this, you're going to be our social chair. All right, you're our social chair for
The
this.
party's really just wherever she is.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah.
All right, so we can go around and we can talk to people. We can sign people up. Fire dancing sounds like a great idea. We'll definitely have some pie, or at least we'll tell people there's going to be pie. That'll
I'll
get them
make
there.
pie. My mom's cherry pie.
I'll sit in the dunk tank.
Ooh. Okay. Pie in the face too.
No, I don't know about that, but I'll sit in the dunk tank.
Okay.
I'll take some pie to the face. I mean, I'll eat some of that pie.
I'll eat some too. We'll look into that. We need like.
Corey spins fire. Oh my God, you're a real fire dancer, fire spinner.
Can you teach me how to do that too?
Oh my God, something's gonna catch on fire. I'm gonna bring burn gel and I'll just help. But I'll have a full burn kit standing by. Yeah. All right, cool. Yeah, that sounds awesome. So we need to build awareness. We need to do more in Colorado. Lots of people like enjoy the outdoor type things. I've been telling some of them about this. They had no idea, but we can get the word out, down on the river and in the mountains, and I think that'll get people to come and stand up for freedoms. And, if we could find how some of these, how either the continuation of the declaration of emergency related to COVID is, impacting their ability to go out and recreate, right, or their freedoms that way.
Yeah.
There's a lot of, why are people in Colorado? What is it that they like to do? Who are we trying to communicate with? Those are the things that come to my mind right away.
Right. Well, yeah. They
We have a lot of farms and ranches for sure, and that's kind of different messaging than like the tech communities in the cities.
Yes,
right?
And one city from another is very like up here, kind of more farm
Yep.
town. Very different from the city of Denver.
Okay,
like downtown
yeah.
Denver. I would love to be able to.
Yep, I think you're awesome. Yep, I think that's all great. All right, we'll spread the word in a fun way. And then the mountains are different than everything, right? The little mountain communities.
I love mountain towns.
Me too, yeah. I mean, but you're looking at seasonal employment where people maybe travel to work in California in the winter, right? Or they travel maybe to a different country in the winter, and then they come back to guide or something, you know what I mean, in the summer and in the spring. So lots of different population groups.
Yeah, and this is not just like a seasonal thing either. Like this is, this is a long haul thing. One other thing I would like to address too is, for here in Colorado is, I know that some of the other states have passed it, adopted it, is the Convention of States.
Mm-hmm.
And I would encourage everyone to go out and read about the Convention of States, because I think that that's a good thing. It's about holding people accountable.
Yeah. Yeah, I heard some people talking about it in Hagerstown. So this is an opportunity for patriots to come together and to talk about different things that are happening across the freedom and patriotic movements here in the United States. And at least what we're doing here in Colorado, and what it sounds like the people's movement is doing, is peaceful and nonviolent, right? Trying to change domestic public policy, pushing it towards freedom and away from, right, the erosion of freedom. And I think that all sounds like a good idea. Brian says we should have a meet and greet with free hot dogs.
I love hot dogs.
Judy says, I love you, Cookie Monster.
Oh, Judy. That's funny. I'm totally going to start calling myself that.
That's right. That was your call sign on the radio, right?
Cookie Monster.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, so lots of movements going on, lots of efforts. What we can do right here is we can try to help grow awareness in our own state, right? We can try to build a community of like-minded patriots.
Mm-hmm.
And so stay tuned on that Facebook page, right? I know you're going to get Instagram up
Yes.
on the website, right? You're going to see a list of events that's going to come out, right?
Yeah.
How about that? Can we put up a list of events, maybe
Do
a calendar?
it. And if anyone has ideas, no matter what state you're in, go reach out, connect with those pages, connect with those people, and message them. Like, just put it out there. We love all the ideas. We welcome all of that.
So if you guys have party ideas, you social chairs out there, right?
Yes. Oh,
We need visionary social chairs to come up with fun, exciting, engaging ideas that'll help us build awareness and support from a hearts and minds perspective, right? And what works in Colorado could work anywhere, right? But there's some special mountainy kinds of things that we can do out here too. So I'll think about some ideas.
Yeah.
Maybe putting some information somewhere in like near trails. We can't really put it out on the trails because the litter or whatever. We would have to hike back out and pick everything up, but. Yeah, we want to get that awareness out to people. People getting together is key. TQ Trucking was great. The meatballs. Yeah, Ed, 10-4, man. Those meatballs were awesome at TQ Trucking. The whole food spread that they set up for us was awesome, too. They were all right, the kids are out here. Mom's watching the kids over there.
Yeah, they're going to start messing with us here.
They're going to mess with us? They seem like pretty good kids.
Hey, do you want to pull the trash can in?
He's like, I'm playing ball in the road right now. Don't make me work. Good kids.
Thank you.
Yeah, so there are a lot of movements right now. One of the other movements that's going on is the 1776 restoration movement down in Bunker Hill, right, with Santa. And so I've been talking to some people down there. My buddy Justin is down there right now, and I've been talking to them about what's going on, and I think we might be heading that way here in the next couple of weeks. I've talked to a few people who want to ride down there, so more information to come regarding the 1776 restoration movement. If you guys are interested in going down to Bunker Hill together, going across the country to Bunker Hill, shoot me a message. Send me an email at convoyxray@gmail.com. Let me know that you want to go. And I've been talking with Bryant about it, and he's going to be speaking in Oklahoma on the 11th, so it would be after that time. Okay. Yeah, that's my truck out there on the road. And now that I'm looking at it, there's a part that seems to be detached. Part of my truck seems to have fallen off. Can you guys see this?
What part?
Underneath it, there's like a clip right down there. Yeah, that L. That doesn't go there. So I'm going to go under there and look at that. That might be my muffler bearings, right? Or that might be the thing that holds the muffler up, the exhaust pipe. And if that's the case, I can get some of that metal strapping, and I can just strap it up and clamp it down. But everything's going to be fine.
We're going to make it. We're doing great.
We're doing wonderfully, right? We're doing wonderfully. We got a good interview before the rain came. The sky just got kind of dark. Wind's picking up a little bit, so we might get a little weather later.
Maybe tornado. We had that tornado.
There's a tornado here?
Last summer, yeah. It was
Oh my God.
Like right here.
Right here?
Yeah, right behind that house.
What did you do when the tornado happened?
I recorded it.
You went and grabbed the video camera. You got your kids inside, and then you got your...
I had him, my youngest, downstairs with the dog, and...
Ray, 10-4, Ray, you're coming with us, buddy.
I was out here recording it.
Brian, it's on the 11th. So you came out and you recorded the tornado, okay, and everybody was fine. Yeah, Sherry, thank you. I've been talking to Bryant. We've gone back and forth a few times today, and I'll look forward to talking to him when I get off the phone or when I get off the live stream with you guys, right? But yeah, we know that Texas convoy is leaving a little bit earlier than we are. Now, I've heard mixed things about that convoy and whether it is going to kick off or not. I know that they're trying to work through some of the financing, and that's something that's come up with all of these movements, right? Like, do you take financing? Do you not take financing? How do you do it in a transparent, open, and safe way with checks and balances and accountability, right? And so I heard some things with the Texas convoy where they might not be taken off right now. I'm not sure if that's true or not, but I heard there was an email that went out about that. So you guys who are involved can kind of look into that. Oklahoma's going to happen on the 11th. Bryant is speaking, and he's coming out this way. We've got good stuff in the works for you guys. One of the celebrity drivers who you guys all know and love is coming out to Denver to run a load here soon. In fact, he's almost out here. So probably tomorrow or Monday, we're going to have a big party. Actually, right up near you, just north up here. It's like Johnson Corners or something like that.
Yeah, Johnson's Corner.
How far is that from here?
Like It's like 10 minutes down the road.
We're close. We're close. He might be here tonight. So we're going to talk about when we're going to go and see this celebrity. And we'll do an interview like we did with Black Wolf. I thought that was a really good conversation. You know, I'm wearing that trucking healthcare hat or whatever, you know. Fix my hair, but what's it say? It's probably backwards for you guys, right? Sorry. Heartbeat of America, trucking, the heartbeat of America, it says. So respect all of our truck drivers. Thank you so much, right? Jenna's at the Capitol right now. I wonder what she's doing. Holly, I think I saw a video of that. Are you in the Springs? I don't know what that is that you're talking about, but no. And then Ray wants to go with us. He's got a fifth wheel trailer. So yeah, Ray, come on, definitely. You're more than welcome, man. We're talking to about 3 or 4 big truck drivers who might be able to roll with us, and we've talked to a bunch of people who have 4-wheelers, and fifth wheels. So just hit me up, send me an email if you want to ride back to meet up with the 1776 movement. If you're interested in getting more involved with the People's Movement, hit Holly up right on Facebook. What's the People's Movement Colorado, right? That's how we put.
It's the People's Movement Colorado.
And spell out Colorado. Mm-hmm. You can also go on the website, right? USATPM.com. And then you can click into Colorado from that website, right?
Mm-hmm.
Sweet.
Yes.
All right. That's it, everybody.
Thank you so much.
I guess say goodbye to them. This is sad.
I know, it is kind of sad. You guys, thank you so much for coming out. And thank you, X-Ray. And I just really appreciate all of you.
You got it. Thank you so much for
Thank
taking
you.
the time to talk to me. Visionaries, thank you for taking the time to come into the chat. You know, if you enjoyed talking with me and Holly, smash the like button, right? Share and subscribe. Yeah, and then come out and join us, right? Like, meet up with people, right? Like, use this as a way to meet other people and get involved.
Yeah. Just go get along and go be nice to, your neighbors, your community.
Really
It's a
good.
thing,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good advice. Hey, kids. Sorry. Hey, young, almost adult types who are still developing. What would you tell all these people? A few thousand people are going to watch this, but what would make America better? You know? What can adults do to make America better?
Don't fight with each other. Not make Biden the president. Just be nice to people and make it a better world and have the most that you can with your life. Because you don't know, sometime your life could end soon. You just make it the best day you can today.
You're a smart young man.
I know.
Well said, sir.
So
Very well
like
said.
and follow him.
Like and follow him.
Thanks,
you,
dude.
William. I know.
Is it YouTube?
It's on YouTube.
Okay, so like, subscribe, and turn post on notifications.
See? Yeah, thanks, man. Cool. Do you have a channel that you want to tell them about? You want to shout your channel out?
I'll have a channel.
Oh, okay. All right.
I do watch a lot of YouTubers.
All right, cool.
You'll have
Well,
to follow him.
yeah, man. Thank you so much. Yeah, you'll be on X-Ray Vision now. Awesome kids. All right, cool. Hey, that was a smart kid right there. I think he would be buddies. Both of these kids would probably be buddies with Dinner Bell. How old are they?
Well, mine with the long hair, he's 11.
Okay.
And actually, they're both 11.
A little younger than Dinner Bell. Okay. All right, cool. Oh, she's got to go to work. She's doing the mom thing. Something just happened.
I just stopped. We're just not allowed to. Gotta keep an eye on that one.
Yeah, kids being kids. They'll do it.
He's sweet. He's my little troublemaker.
All right, cool. You saw it here, everybody. Thank you so much for hanging out with me, and more information to come. Celebrity trucker interviews are probably going to be the next thing coming down the pipeline here. And to my buddy driving out here, be safe on the road, right? I hope you're not watching this while you're driving down the road in that 18-wheeler, right? Keep a shiny side up, brother. And I'll see you soon out here in Colorado. To all you other visionaries, get involved. Whatever state you're in. Doesn't have to be Colorado. You know, whatever state you're in, get involved. You met a lot of the people who were doing the People's Movement, and everybody I've talked to who's involved in it seems like a good person. You know, so I don't know a whole lot about it, but what I know seems pretty cool. That's why I wanted to do this interview and just try to get us all some more information. So love you guys. Have a great night. Bye. Be safe.
Bye.
You want to tell them bye. Hold on.
Bye, guys. Be safe. Have a good weekend.
Awesome.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay.